can't make it on time. Sonic Medusa ain't no use up. No, I think it's Sonic Reducer. It's not Sonic Medusa. Who came up with that? I think I just did. I wonder what made it come to my mind. I'm not really sure. Holy crap. Just what I want on my stream right there. That's interesting. Probably, we probably all have, the Kremlin and our the what is it, Interpol and and the CIA. It's like all computers. Now baseline your browser has to have about 2 gigs of memory. I guess so they can have all the spies in there watching you. We're in a big dumb situation in this world. Hold on. Stupid. Need to adapt. Yeah. All right. So yeah, and I was. Let's see. Is this what I want? I'm thinking about it, Okay, yeah, that's what I want. It's gonna crack me up. Okay, and we'll try to finish. This is gonna be today. I mean, we should be able to get the last. It's the Smile and Melvin episode of. I think this is Mad number 7, when it was still on EC Comics. All right, so he's supposed to be the X-plane pilot, and all the X-planes, crashed or whatever. People got killed and stuff like that. And this is an interesting thing about when I was in college. There was a big cottage industry on Area 51 or whatever, and there's supposed to be aliens and stuff. And the declassification of the hypersonic test flights that were taking place around Area 51, that people were seeing, and they thought they were. Well, they were UFOs because it was secret or whatever. And some guy on the inside, they like. I think the story is, and don't take my word for it, but look it up. But there was some guy in the Air Force that the guys around him wanted to prank him, and so they led him to think certain things were. If he wanted to think it was aliens or whatever, they were laughing at him behind his back or whatever like that, and he was leaking stuff, right? And I guess they decided, intelligence-wise, it was a good idea. But when I was in college, all that stuff had already been, the test flights and stuff had already been declassified, and at Georgia State University, and it's probably been moved to a different location, but there was some kind of big military document, Air Force document archive, and they had this big, thick phone book. It's like yellow page. It's about an inch and a half thick, and it was just typed pages of all the hyper. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, let's jump right in. Get the music on. All right. Yeah, it was just typed pages or whatever, but it was all blow by blow the details of these. They put these guys in these super fast vehicles. They drop them off bombers. They fly the bombers up to real high altitude, like the edge of space, right? And they just drop you, and you accelerate with extreme G forces, right? And then you fire your engine, and it's extreme pressure, and it's like if anything goes wrong when you're going back into the thicker atmosphere or whatever, man, it just tears you to pieces. Where are we? Okay, somebody set up a... I've never been in here a lot. Oh, somebody hit me. Ouch. Hey, what do you want to do that for? I got no shield back here. What's going on? Oh, he's coming around. Hold on. Don't just come over here. Okay, you're on my way, buddy. All right, this is a new experience for me. I've never been dropped into a 5 versus 5 on this level. Boom. 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 This is ground. Dang it. Waste my shell. Oh man, you better be glad you moved, because I was just about to copy it. I don't know, man. I've never been on this level in a deathmatch like this. I usually am in here in whatchamacallit, 2 versus 2. Oh, get out of me, dummy. It's Brontosaurus. Come on, you Bottusk. Stun aid. No. A surge. He's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. Hey, jerk. Get away. Somebody. Help. He did me again. Oh. A bot. Okay. Humiliation. Yeah, okay. I like a, yeah. It's kind of, get your juices flowing. But yeah, okay, so, yeah, but I mean, you know, I think people were they kind of had an idea of what was going on, because we had, when I was little, we had the $6 Million Man, the dumbest TV program. Why do I have this guy? Come on, would you die? Okay, your hit points are down. That's good. I like that. Hate a taser. Oh, there she goes. And just... Come here. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Okay, she's low hit points. Come on, get her. There she is. Let's see if I can get over there. Oh. Not paying attention. Oh. Oh well. And full hit points. This knucklehead has too. I want to get this lady match. Oh. Am I out of the match now? Let's see. Where is she? Oh, I'd like to zap you one time. Just. Lady Mac. I think she likes me. Did you notice how she came after me with that taser? Pretty kinky. Maybe it's my red floral costume. That really gets her going. But anyway, yeah, the what is it? The $6 Million Man, I think, had the very opening thing on the TV show. I can't hold her. She's breaking up. It had one of the death scenes or whatever of Hypersonic Pilot. I'm sure a lot of people knew. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, because what happened with me is I thought, it's like I remembered that book that I read. I want to go over there. Oh, crap. Stop shooting at me when I'm trying to shoot you. Cincinnati Ed? I can't move. Oh. There. That'll keep your wig warm. Yeah, my mouse is locking up. That's great. That's all I need. There you go. Come on. Now. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me get back up here. No! Double KO. Alright. Washed hands. That's a bot, I'm sure. Where do I want to drop? Okay. Staying alive. Oh, I want to say that 900. Might see that 900 or something K go by. Come on, you guys. Well, I guess I could go try to heal. I'll heal you, Bone Wave. There you go. I want to block you. Come on, Bone Wave. Back up. Oh, hey, Bone Wave. Poor guy. Whoa! How did that happen? There we go. I want to make sure my crown is safely ensconced on the porcelain convenience. Staying tame. Okay, continue. Get some coffee. I put some coffee on. I think I turned the switch on to brew it as well. Yeah, I'm so glad. You know, I'm kind of starting to figure out this game. Well, not really. But as far as like getting into it with live people, what you got to do is you get you get a thing that tells you who the real people were. Essentially, the recommendations list. Apparently, well, I don't. Of course, you don't know what the programmers have done to get you but when you're in matches or whatever, after the match, if there were real people in there, you get friend recommendations from them. And I noticed that in the beginning. I was like, that's kind of cool that the people I was fighting, they recommend them as a friend. But like Jizzyfruit is on a list of bots, right? So I think Jizzyfruit is just a bot. Ouch. Man. You are an annoyance. 23K? Wow. How did I get to... That's weird. I don't know if I believe that. Oh. Jizzyfruit, no, I was talking about him. Call me a bot. 22,600 damage. Let's see. Need you to die. It's kind of sad. Couldn't warn my own people. It's bone weight. Sorry. $17 to $8. Okay. Good. That's a lucky hit. It's behind something. Tell who's in front. You popping Figaro, man. Poor Figaro. Poppy de Figaro. Poppy de Figaro. I see it coming, Poppy de Figaro. See, this is a brilliant thing, the Poppy de Figaro is a bot, right? But it seems, and I'm trying to analyze bot behavior. And I've seen clear evidence that the bot is programmed to try to come after you for revenge, right? And I've had an experience where I kept taking out this one individual over and over again, and it was very weird because she was like, I was making jokes. Oh, she must like me, because it was Galway Gal. And finally, I was about to get Nemesis. I took her out 3 times, and I think I even got Nemesis, and I was like, the whole time I was ragging on her, like, oh, she wants to get a piece of this action. She likes me so much, she's crazy about me. Look at her, she'd do anything to get close to this action, And then I felt bad because I thought she was a real person. That kind of behavior, like revenge behavior, I think a robot would not do that. But I think this is a thing that yeah, they do that, and it's inadvisable in blazing combat robot spasmodic combat to focus in on a particular individual, and not the fact that people are shooting all around you. So it's a dumb thing, but people do it. Thank you. Give me that guy. Now my mouse is not working. Yeah. It's real jerky today. I don't know. Okay, so first of all, when you're playing this game, it makes absolutely no sense to get mad. And also getting mad in general is not good for you. Raise your blood pressure. It's bad for your health and stuff. You don't want to get mad. It's funny. Princess Cell. I've worshipped you from afar. Please leave the bot realm and materialize in my world. Good. That was a big, bold flank. And I don't mean you. But yeah, this is a good thing to notice. When you shoot a bot, oftentimes the bot will engage in risky stuff, will focus on you, which is a bad move strategically in blazing spasmodic robot combat. Right, to get mad and not pay attention to your surroundings in order to try and get an opportunity to strike. We don't know how the programmers have made them, designed them to do that, but you can see the pattern, right? But the interesting thing I want to say about the thing with Galway Girls, okay, I'm in a death match, right? A free for all. It's everybody against everybody. And I pop her a bunch of times, and the whole time I'm making jokes like, oh, she really likes me, and she's got a thing for me, that's why she keeps coming back. But then because I made all those jokes, I felt guilty. I felt like if there's a real person back there, maybe they're really upset, and that's why they're playing very badly, running across a terrible, fearsome death match just to get to me, to get a chance to shoot at me. Now what happened is Galway Gal, and this is back on my stream somewhere, I can't find it, but I did find it. I went back and looked at it. It is there, but you have to look for it because there's a lot of streams. But it's in a free-for-all death match. After all that, she ran across this big area with everybody shooting at her. And when she got to me, I dropped my guns. I was like, my magazines were on reload because I'm in a free-for-all deathmatch. And right when she came up, I got full load. and both my guns were trained on her, and I stopped. I was like, I'm not gonna shoot you, y'all. Go ahead and shoot me. And she didn't shoot me. Right? Which is very cool. If they're programmed to do that, to not shoot if you're not trying to shoot back at them, it's awesome. Because it's a human kind of. It was a very human moment, you know. And I was like, wow, I'm enjoying this so much, I'm going to put my shield up. So if she does start shooting me, at least I won't instantly die. But I'm still not going to shoot her. And and I mean, it's total mayhem all around us, right? And we just both stop. And she doesn't move. And then 2 robots attack her from both sides. And she's gone. I was like, gee, I felt bad. But then I saw her on a list of bots. Now, 2 things. Either they were programmed that way, like if I'm really going to get revenge and you don't try to fight me, I'm not going to fight you. If they're really programmed that way, that's very brilliant. I love it. But the other possibility is that Golly Gal, somebody had Golly Gal's name and had named themselves after her, and that was a real person. Or it was somebody from the company controlling the bot that could make the observation that I was fully locked and loaded and not firing, and took the decision not to fire at me. Very interesting. Because you know, for me, that was I was like, I'm looking for a sign. I don't know if there's a person behind this robot or not, and I'm looking for some kind of behavior that I interpret as human in some kind of way. And the revenge behavior, yeah, it's dumb. I'm gonna get you back. Because, man, you start doing that stuff, you just get wiped out every time. And then you're like sucked into the vortex of, oh, I'm going to die. I'm trying to get out of this guy's way. Somebody shoot at this guy. Sir, Savior, go away. Yeah. Good. Please don't kill me. I don't know. I think this may be a whole team of bots in here. Maybe. I'm not sure. When is it gonna end? What's this materialization point? Yeah, the thing, okay, and this is just a share. Like what I'm trying to do, the thing that I've kind of hit on in this, I've got a lot of nice cover on this level back here. I'm set up to snipe, and I've got a ranked up heavy machine gun, so it does pretty, it does decent damage. But in this position, if somebody gets up here to me and they're about to come around the corner, I can back around this way, and then a robot will, when you see materialize right there, then he will pop out right there and blow him away. Oh, surprise. So I like that position. I want to go over there. Most people shooting me from every possible direction. Up, upside, downside, underside, overside, over easy, over medium. Oh, there you go, split chest. How you doing? Good morning. Roger, roger. High wire flyer. I don't, I don't, these look like mostly bots. Um, but anyway, I wish I could get my sister on this game. My sister died. I think it would stimulate her. And she's got like a, you know, robot mech side to her. Okay, I'm staying in the... Wait. I'm leaving the team, actually, because I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to be playing on bots only. Because, yeah, when I dropped into this thing the first time, it was kind of stimulating. I was like, I've never been in here on the... Yeah, see, this is all bots. Pretty sure those are all bots. Oh, it's supernatural. Let's see. Is that Barry? Mm-hmm. Dang it. Oh, she's on... Whoa, wait a second. Oh, this is a new... Okay, so the whole... See, okay, now I'm back at Division 10. And, okay, I think I'm starting to get the feel of this. At the end of all the seasons or whatever it is, right? All that resets and you're back at the bottom of season divisions. So you can get to the top 500. Right. Okay. Now that I'm seeing how that's starting to see how it works, I think it's possibly doable. Oh. $6:30, $7:30, $8:30, $9:30. That's good. You know, it's a... Oh, buddy, oh, buddy, oh, buddy, oh, pal. What is it? Some guy in Texas that got on collab cam with me. Alright. I completely betted on my only acorns. Wow, that sounds like you totally were in trouble. If you completely bet it on your whole acorns. I bet all my money. I bet all my acorns. I bet completely my acorns. It's a trap. People don't read. It's abundantly clear. 1248. Okay. See, I'm sort of. This is another thing that I'm dealing with, or whatever like that. Of course, you know, I'm sure it's smart as a game designer to get the whole process of spending money on the game. You want to kind of habituate the players to that, right? Then you're gonna make more money, right? And going to the store or whatever, and looking at all the products you could buy, and then this part actually buying some, right? So what is my strategy by getting all this lower, you know, like, why buy blueprints when they come up on the store? Because I suspect if they're intelligently designing the game, that I'm gonna get some benefit from that, right? The smart thing is, like, if I go and buy all the stuff in the daily deals every day, right, there's some special benefit. Now, let's go to this. Let's look at Plasma Cannon 2. Well, you know, if I totally trick out all my level 2 weapons, I could arm up my hangar with that, and then when I go into bot combat, theoretically they're gonna equalize, right? They're gonna drop into my range. I don't know, but it's an experiment I'm gonna try. Well, there's a new shop called the Neon Shop. Oh, very interesting. Plenty of neon. That's what you need with robot missiles and artillery. That'd be a lucrative business. But still, I don't want these stupid implants. Man, $14 for an EM rifle. 14 deathmatch tickets? Man, I need to go have some deathmatch. I tell you what I'm thinking, with the 14 deathmatch tickets, I'm like at the absolute top of deathmatch tickets I can have. So my morning goal, let's make the morning goal to go and use up all the deathmatch tickets. So 2 more control points and I get my 200 coins. One step closer to my medic upgrade. My MD mech. Oh, we're starting Derby event, the Neon Onslaught. Okay. Now, what do we have to do on day 1? We have to acquire 4 implants. Capture 3 control points. Okay, wait a second. I got 1. Capture 3 control points in 1 battle. Earn 2 gold medals in a battle. Win 5 battles and kill 8 mechs from behind. Okay. So let's go, and just out of curiosity, let's go to the shop and go to pilots. Alright, now. Oh, I just had an idea. Hold on. Oh no, that's not one. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go and buy all these implants. Nade launcher. Range. See, now I have these 2 nade launchers, and I've got a free implant removal period going on. Right? Sweet temptation. So 3. Okay, so let's go back to the Derby event page. See what we got. Derby event. Acquire 4 implants. It's done. Alright. Capture 3 control points in 1 battle. Alright, let's go try to clear off the 3 control points in 1 battle. Now, if I was, really on point, I would. Yeah, if this is all bots, I'm going to drop out and try to go to the Hathor. So, yeah, theoretically, I got some real people in here. The Hathor seems like it's. Well, it could be a new bot. I guess if they're probably adding bots regularly. Oh, what is this guy? Cheeseball. How you doing, Cheeseball? You just hanging out over here? It's very bot-esque of you. Did I get a control point captured there? Let me go over here and do it. You know, you are so annoying. I'm trying to get a control point captured. Alright, so doing something different. La 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 la. Fat lot of good that did. Dum dum. What are you guys doing? The hater? What is you the hater? Go ahead. Well done. I'm trying to catch her a control point here. Get on my way. capture 3 control points in one battle, right? Okay. Leave team. Too many deathmatch tickets. Alright, let's go take a look. There we go. Capture 3 control points in one battle. That was a fail. Yeah, I did not do that. Got my 200 coins though. Now I just need, what, 1,100 coins to upgrade my MD. Alright, so, yeah, team match, 5 versus 5. 1, 2, close. Yeah, so I guess at the end of the season, everybody gets equalized, and everybody in season divisions gets equalized down. Yeah, I'm trying to do something different. See what happens. My dang thing is jerky. See my dang? I'm like, I'm not moving. Yeah, I'm doing left and right movement, but my bot is totally frozen. Yeah. Trapped. My keyboard's there. Okay. Yeah. Didn't do it again. Yeah, sometimes, it's like when you try to do it, then you can't do it. Seems like I chatted with Ronan. I haven't. I don't know. Man, what's going on with this? See, my mouse over here on the other screen is working really well. Okay, this is a good place to catch control points a bunch of times. Well, no. There's nobody here. Okay. Let me go. I'll tell you what. I'm going to get back to my plan of getting rid of all these deathmatch tickets. We're just coming up on the first hour. Wow, what a terrific takeoff speed. All right. At last, hospital-borne. Airborne. Melvin the tower. Give me instructions. Over. Something's wrong with my receiver. This is horrible. Oh, this is okay. We're not on free for all. We're on 5 versus 5. Please don't kill me. Kindly crab family. With your minigun behind. Oh! Please don't give me that horrible minigun. Oh, you're getting just blown up with that minigun. Man, that seems a waste. I want to see if he come right back in. That means he only got one mech in his hangar. It's like, is that a hole? You know, I don't know. I've never tried it. But I mean, can you unload all the mechs and still be eligible for deathmatch? I need to go try that. Next, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Next, okay. Help! If I'm on the next one, I'm gonna try to unload my hangar, except for nothing but the Ares. Ooh, graviton there. What do you mean time's up? And look at this mouse stuttering. All right. I'm about to restart Mech-Arena because I don't like, you know, this is the second time. It's like, maybe even more than the second time. I was sitting there in that MD and I'm hitting left and right mouse button and I can't move. Something is broke. Ooh, I ain't got none of these magenta coins. What is it? Cyan coins. Ooh, I ain't got even none of these, man. That stinks. Stinkadora. I can spin the big wheel. Oh no, Lord. Yeah, that's all I like. I don't want no paint job, man. When I'm ready to do that, I'll do it. But don't. That's sort of like you lose in a nice kind of way. Win 5 battles. Okay, this is my day one. I've got to capture 3 control points in one battle, earn 2 gold medals in a battle, and kill 8 mechs one time. Okay, let me get back in my hangar and see if I can. Am I evil for doing a squad drop? Okay, what you do is you go get the overpowered thing. Oh, wait a minute. How much damage does that do? Oh, that's a wussy thing. Oh, I know. What I do is I go here and put... Come on, show me something that I own. Equip. Unequip all weapons. Back. No, it doesn't work. Hold on. Equip. See, I don't even know how to do this. Unequip all weapons and try again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go look this up online and figure out how to do it instead of wasting my stream time with it. Because I don't know how to squad drop, and I don't know how to, you know, I was curious in my own mind, can I unload my my hangar where it's got only one robot in it to go into my deathmatch, right? And that is a hole they may have fixed. Or it was a rumored problem. I'm about to go get a cup of coffee, but what am I trying to do? Run down my deathmatch tickets. Something's wrong with my receiver. I can't hear you. Speak a little louder. Please, tower, a little louder. Still can't hear you, tower. Tower to Melvin, put your earphones on, you drip. Ha, suddenly I hear you just as clear as in real life, tower. He crashes through the tower in the test plane. Tower to Melvin, put your earphones on, you drip. Moron. Okay. All right. We're in past the first hour, so I'm gonna do a little intermission and be back as soon as possible. so excited about finishing the next episode or the next issue of Mad. We're on Smiling Melvin. Air Meet Tuesday, Space Meet Saturday. That was Joe Tower, best radio man in... Oh, that was Joe Tower, best radio man in town. What an operator. Take her up as far as she'll go, Smiling Melvin. Climb, climb. Climb as high as you can. Go. Wah. Oh, if only I had a ladder along, I could climb a little higher if I even had a footstool. Okay, Smiling Melvin, that's enough. That's high enough. Now dive. Wah, dive. Dive. Just a minute now. Big air show. Showing lots of air. Air show. Air Meet. Democratic Luftwaffe boys. West Berlin. The Democratic Luftwaffe boys of West Berlin. That's a nod, I think, to the fact that all these aircraft are Nazi scientists, designs or whatever. They all came over on Operation Paperclip to the United States. So, yeah, you can see little signs that Mad Magazine, steps over certain boundaries. Steps on possibly some toes. Once the rockets are up, who cares where they come down? That's not my department, says Werner von Braun. Okay, I'm all set to dive. What kind of dive do you want? Swan dive or jackknife dive? Not that kind of dive, you fool! Dive the airplane! The airplane! Oh, that kind of dive. Okay, here it goes. Stick forward, tabs trimmed, throttle open, afterburners on, periscope up. Airspeed 1100, 1200, 1300. Height 50,000, 40,000. Weight 150 pounds. What's this? A little card? Your fortune? Vibration tearing me apart. Gotta adjust safety belt. Blacking out. Gotta adjust G-suit. Can't breathe. Gotta adjust oxygen. One more thing. Gotta adjust or else. Where is it? Here it is. Little cotton swab. I need to take that wax out of my ears because I can't hear so well. I gotta take out the wax. I've done it. You hear? Took the wax out of my ears and I can hear again. I've broken through the sound barrier. Bump. Yeah. Solid models only. No flying models. What's it saying? I've broken through the sound barrier and I'm bringing her in. I know that after such a strenuous test, I should just bail out and abandon her, but I can't see letting a beautiful ship crash into a worthless pile of junk. I'm bringing her in. Smiling Melvin, you made it, but why did you risk your life? Why did you risk your life? Why didn't you bail out? I couldn't bail out and leave her. I had to bring her in. I couldn't let such a terrific ship go to the junk pile. Besides, I forgot to take along my parachute. You are so brave, and I have been so mean to you, Smiling Melvin. I'm going to repent. I'm going to do something to make up for all my sins. And then it's to show you the secret attraction I have in my face. But before I do, there's something I must tell you. That plane you just tested, the secret Super Turbo Hyper Pituit Jet X-13? Well, it wasn't the secret Super Turbo Hyper Pituit Jet X-13. It was the secret Super Turbo Hyper Pituit Jet Y13. You got into the wrong plane by mistake. You got into a plane that was tested and flown months ago. He's got a $1,000 bill in his teeth. So all the chicks are chasing him. Hey, baby. Look what's happening. Look at Smiling Melvin. It's the end of the world. Head for the hills. Smiling Melvin is no longer smiling. Past 10. Wow. All right, so let's take a look at where we are with Mad Magazine. No, that's not one. Oh. Mad number 7. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're switching to Mad Magazine number 8. Huh. That's definitely a Harvey Kurtzman cover. We're looking for a monster, man. Has one been by here lately? Yeah, there he is. H. Kurtzman. So we'll leave that up. That's a beautiful, beautiful cover, Harvey. FK Others, what does that mean? I sort of in the mood for a music change, let's say. No. Yeah, this is what I want. This is good. Deathmatch ticket. Clearing. What was that? 16 deathmatch tickets. Gadzooks. My joy knows no bounds. Oh, wait a second. Oh, 5 versus 5 deathmatch in this pit. Hey, it's Twist. All right, good. Yeah, look at. I'm holding down W. I'm totally unable to move. Look, forward movement key pressed. Okay. Look at how it's locking up. I can't move left or right. Yeah, it's stuttering. Left, right, forward. This is the second time this has happened today. Well, let's see if escape works. Leave vowel. Okay. Tickets will not. Well, it took care of one deathmatch ticket. Let's see. You sure want to quit the game? Let's restart the game. How about that? The new pass season is here, along with a ton of exclusive items and resources. You know the drill. Complete objectives and move to higher pass levels while earning all kinds of useful goodies for completing each milestone. With a gold pass, you can get even more rewards for each battle pass level, including access to the massive seasonal credit stash at the end of the season. The credit stash duplicates the credits you earn during the battle pass season and stores them till the end of the season, at least until it reaches its cap. Level finishers and the special gold pass offer instant level completion. Get access to XP boosts and other great rewards as fast as possible. Pick the package that's right for you so you can get the most out of your battle pass this season. Now get out there and take on that arena. New fragment gun. I don't need that stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna work. Somebody give me a deathmatch ticket. Refund. Cause man, my daughter's here, so it's time. I'm gonna have to go. All right. Well, let's see. How far did we make it? We made it an hour and a half. That's not too good. Yeah, I need to go take care of her. So we'll see a little bit later on. Okay. Escape. Leave battle. Okay. All right. Good morning, dear. How are you? Hey, sweetie. And I'll be back on stream when I can.